Hey guys, wanted to take a look into a deep dive. If you use Notion, you might have noticed this week they've released a new version of Notion AI. If you have it, I will say first of all, Notion AI is a paid product, so Notion is a product you can get if you go to Notion.so. It does lots of different things. It's almost like a blank canvas of productivity to allow you to do things, but that is free. Notion's free. If you want to add team members, there are different tiers of pricing on that. But Notion AI, I think I want to say $8 a month. Somebody that's really good at doing these videos would have actually looked that up first, written it down, and then told you it was $8 a month. But I think it's $8 a month, and I'm going to stick with that for now. If it's wrong, I will put a note down in the show notes for you. Speaking of down there, I mentioned on my last video that there's a special prize for the first person that subscribes to our channel. And so if you go down below, you see the subscribe button. If you mash that subscribe button for the very first person, I am going to turn that button blue for you. And maybe the second, the third. Okay. Who are we kidding? There won't be a third. But if you'd like to subscribe and get more videos about AI and possibly useful things you can do with AI for personal productivity, for work, and other things, please make sure you subscribe below to keep up on the new videos. But today we're going to talk Notion. If you go back and look at some of the other videos we're working on, we're doing a whole series on Notebook LM. So please make sure you check that out too. But the new Notion, and if you have Notion and you have Notion AI, the way to tell if you've been upgraded, is that the word? Upgraded to the new version. If you look down here, there is this little guy. Okay. If you look real carefully, I think I need to talk to people in Notion about trademark issues. But if you look at this real good looking little silhouette guy down there that looks a lot like me, you can click on that, and that's how you'll know that you have the the new Notion. We're going to talk about 5, maybe there's 7, I don't know. I'm just making stuff up as I go now, but maybe some 5-ish cool new things, maybe one thing that I wanted to go over that's an old thing, and take a look at those today. I am just transparent. So I'm sharing with you stuff from my own personal Notion. And in this case, it is my weekly plan. And so you're going to see what my weekly plan is, the things I'm working on, my priorities, my things that I'm learning and reading, and so on and so forth. So you've got that there. What's the word for it? This template is just something I've taken from a bunch of different places and meshed together. And if you want that, let me know, and I'll get that to you also. But you can just as quickly build one in Notion in maybe 10, 15 minutes just by seeing this video. But we're gonna use that and a couple other things as examples. So on to the 5-ish sort of kind of new things that are on Notion this week. The first one I want to go over, and I think this is really cool, is context. And so what does that mean, context? If we click on the cool little guy here, by the way, he animates more than I do, and we do a new chat, you'll see here down at the bottom where it says all, it is allowing us to look at what is the source. So you see all the sources I can access. If you have integrations, certain integrations integrated in Notion, those will be available there too in certain pages, and the pages that the integration is working with. And then also this other guy right here, which is the opened page. Previously, Notion AI didn't really have an understanding of where was it at. So not only does it look like me in a profile, it sort of is just a wrap up of my life. I don't know where I'm at either. If you'd like more of these jokes, and you probably don't want any more, make sure you subscribe, hit the subscribe button below. But it didn't have any context to what it was at. So when you asked a question, Notion didn't understand, were you asking all of everything that's in Notion, all of everything that's in the world, or are you asking about things on this specific page? And being able to ask on this specific page is I think a really cool, big deal. Just as an example, and this will be our item number 1, is looking at how can we take the things that we have decided we're working on and build this into an action plan. There's another one we're going to look at in a minute here. You see this find action items, but separate from that, what we're going to look at right now is having a chat with this page. And so no different than ChatGPT, Claude, any of the chat products out there. You can have this conversation with your chat, and you'll be able to interact with it as far as information. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to say, in this case, this is my weekly plan, as I mentioned. Um, help me, type right, help me build a detailed plan with checklist items for this week based on this page and the items on it. Let's see what it does. It's thinking. So that's how it differs from me. And so it has created a list here, which is pretty cool. It's gone through and figured out the different things that I've got in here, my priorities, my learning and development. It realized I want to do some content creation, and so it did that. It's really not too bad. Just like anything in life, not anything in life, anything with chat AI products, it's the prompt that you provide really does make a big difference on what you get out of it. I have earlier, I went and gave it a different prompt and asked it to help me out with my week. And you'll see where, let's go into this little guy right here. It built a weekly schedule because I asked it for a day-by-day plan, and it went through and created these items for me. So it knows that I want to work on my diet. That's not diet like I need to lose weight, but not that type of diet, like the food I put into my body type of diets, nutrition plan. And so it knew that. It knew I wanted to do some exercise. It knew the YouTube videos that I'm working on, and then some other things on my website. Along with, I've got in my learn section some things that courses I'm working on from Brendan Burchard, by the way. Brendan Burchard, growthday.com. I don't have an affiliate link. I probably should get one. But I definitely, if you're into personal development, something to check out. But it figured out all those pieces. And what it did is it took the items that I have on my weekly plan and chunked it down into different days. It didn't have a lot of context for the amount of time. If I built something that said how long each of those would take, it probably could do a better job with a better prompt, but pretty cool. Some of the things didn't do great. Maintain your diet plan after I stick to my diet plan and I continue with my diet plan. Not that robust, but it doesn't really, again, context. It only has the page. I said I want to work on the things I eat this week, and it put it in there. Maybe not bad. Maybe just knowing every day that I need to stick to the diet plan is good enough. But anyways, that's item number one, is context in relationship to being able to chat with it and develop some pretty cool things. Like I said, the better the prompt, probably, and the better the content on the page, probably the better results we get. But it's results, and I think it's pretty nifty. So that's number one. Number two, sort of similar, if we want to do the action thing again, you'll see on this page, we've got all these items. And so we sort of already have action items. You can do a quick experiment and show you something here. So we'll do a new chat, and we'll do this find action items. And when I do that, it's going to go through and just give me a checklist, not by day, of things it sees that I need to work on. And so it's more generic. Create the YouTube video, so on and so forth. Perfectly fine. If I go back over here, I'm going to use this, where's that at? So this is, I do a daily devotional. To be honest with you, ChatGPT and Claude AI created the daily devotional for me. And again, just so you know, I'm not pushing anything in particular from a religious perspective. This is just an example because I actually have text on the page, and so I can use it for the action items. But you'll see here, it has some information on here as far as the devotional is just sort of some words and some meditation, journal prompts and prayers and that kind of thing. If I go back one, and again, peeling back the curtain on everything. So these are my personal notes and daily devotions. You'll see down here, these sections are where I'm actually journaling and putting information in there. So let's say we take that information and say, let's find some action items, because this one doesn't have action items on it. And so it's going to go back through there, and it found one action item. Maybe that's okay. I'm not sure. but it said to plan the week ahead by filling it with work, providing content for others, and so on and so forth. And it used the information that it found down here as far as what I'm working on. Anyways, that gives you a general idea of that piece. I'm sure you can think of other things that go along with that. But that's the action item one. Now there's a couple more in here too. We've got some brainstorming. So let's go over here to my AI advances section. And this is where I have all my tasks for videos and blog posts and other content that I'm working on, right? This is the timeline view of it, of these tasks. This is just all the open tasks that are in here. But let's say I'm going to work on this video soon. I'm sure you're going to be waiting on that with bated breath. So make a note to yourself that this is coming out someday. The notebook LM, using it to create content. And so this one has been filled out already by me. I put an outline in and the other pieces. But let's take another one where we don't have that yet. How about this AI automation agency video? Let's just got a bunch of, no, that one's got a blog post. I just have lots and lots of stuff. Let me find something that just doesn't have anything in it yet. I'll tell you what, let's do this. We just got to blow this baby up. So we're going to take this, this one, we're going to kill the script and the outline. And we're going to come down here and we're going to go in there and actually do some brainstorming of ideas. What do you want to brainstorm? I'll help you out. Okay. So again, make sure we're just picking the stuff within this database. And I'm going to say ideas for the video on using Google's notebook. I can usually type really well. It's because you're watching me right now that I can't do it. So pretty simple prompt, just asking for that, saying brainstorm some ideas. So here's some ideas for the video for Google's Notebook LM. And you know what? Looks pretty decent as I come through that, right? So infographics, you all want some infographics? I'm sure you do. Highlight the top 3 most interesting stats. That's a little generic, but not too bad. Compare to other tools for generating content. That would actually be a really good idea for a video. We could put that in there. So I'm just going to copy that puppy right there. And we're going to go back into I promise I know how to open pages. Go back in over here and I'm going to paste that in there. So anyways, that's one way to generate ideas, to brainstorm different things. These might end up all being separate videos. I'm going to have to go back and look through them. But that just took a minute using just very basic information that was in there to generate that content for me. So I hope that's useful. I know it's going to be useful for me. The other thing I want to go back and look at is this is sort of an oldie but goodie type of thing. If we go back to this planning page here, there's a set of properties, fields in Notion that are AI enabled. And you'll see they have the little AI over here. And you can do multiples. And so you'll see you can do a summary. You can do a custom autofill, translation, or creating keywords. In this case, this field right here is a summary. So if you are looking to summarize a page and put it in a field in a database, again, this has already existed in the past. So I just want to be clear about that. You can actually do that. This is going to come in here and add it. If I click the right icon, the update, it's going to run back through there and actually grab the information on my page here and summarize it. And I think that's really useful. I'll tell you one place I use that. Let's see if I can bring this up here. No use planning these videos out ahead of time to make this more seamless for y'all. I probably won't even edit it. If I go back here and I look at this is something I use for automated blog posts, and you'll see it here. I have an image description, right? And so one of the things it does is when it generates the blog post, sometime we'll go into how that's all automated. But for today, what it does is I load in a title and some keywords. You'll see blog title, keywords. In this image description, this is that auto-filled AI field. It actually goes in there and uses those two fields to generate a description for an image I want to create for the blog post using Flux. And I'm very specific about that. I'm using the prompt that's telling me, hey, I want to use those two things, title and search terms, to generate the description. Then it spits this back out. I take, just so you know, take the description, throw it into Flux, and it creates an image for me. I may or may not use it, but that's how it runs through that process. I think those are really useful and a great way to sort of generate things. I also use it for meta descriptions on the blog post. I've got another one that does the meta description for me. And so it runs through on the meta description, the AI figures that out. But if I'm not using that, and let's go find one of these guys that are done already. So here's a blog post. There's my meta description. There's my image descriptions. There's the actual blog post, all in HTML. And I want to summarize this blog post. I can summarize this page right here. I do that so fast because it is so fast in Notion. And it summarizes it up for me. The importance of AI for marketing, the benefits, addressing concerns, and call to action. So that's one of the new features, the summarize page. The summary field action was already there, but you can imagine where that's really beneficial. Another place I think, and I don't have something to show you right now, but if you were to go and take transcript from a meeting that you had, Zoom call, and paste that into a Notion page, and then do a summary, and also do that find action items. I know there's services and tools out there that do that and they charge you for it, but you can just do it right here, no charge. You can take those action items, drop them into your task database here in Notion. If it's hooked up for your company, you can assign those tasks to people. You can use AI to figure out whose tasks they are too. And I think that's a great way to do it. So today on the video, we've gone through brainstorming ideas, finding actions on a page, summarizing the page, doing summaries and other prompted fields, I guess you would call it, in Notion. And then also I showed you how you can do things like plan your week and those types of things. All cool new things. When you get a chance, and we'll go through more, someday later when we get a chance to also. But if you pop down here, the cool looking little guy with the big eyebrows, just like me. And if you do a new chat, you'll see this. Some of you may use Translate. The whole thing of code we'll probably get to at some point in time, but very cool things. Most of these purple guys down here, by the way, existed already in Notion AI, which is why I didn't bring them up today, but make sure you check those out too. As I mentioned, if you want to subscribe down below, then you don't miss a single second of all of this wonderful content. But if you're interested in things about Notebook LM, interested in automation with AI, I use Make, as you saw, that database here with all these blog posts. I use Make to go and grab this content, create the blog post, create the images, create my social media post to promote the blog post, and then bring it all back together again. We'll go through that at some point in time too. There's other wonderful videos on YouTube about that too, but if you want to go check those out, make sure you check them out. If you have any questions, make sure you visit our site. The link is below, or put a comment in below this video and I'll make sure to reach back out with you. Until next time, I hope you have a great time. Please play with all these cool features that they've added to Notion AI, and let me know what you've done with it.